Hello everybody, we haven't done a conversation video in a while, but we're going to get right into it. So today we're going to talk about games, news, and other stuff. Woo!
Yay!
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 So, two of the voices, Alex is here, I'm here. One of the voices you're going to know, and that's Severin. He's been in one of our videos before.
I've been in a few of your videos.
Of my videos.
What are you talking about?
It's going to be in more, too.
I'm like retroactively in this shit, yo.
We tried to get Austin in here. He decided not to come.
I'm currently drowning people who aren't in the game, and it's funny. I'm a psychopath. I really am.
So the two people y'all don't know in here is going to be Metal Scorpion.
Hello.
It's like the softest hello. And then Shadow.
Yeah, you're gonna have to speak up for the recording, by the way.
Yeah.
Alright, hello.
Remember, you gotta put that mic up your mouth.
Up in your mouth?
You gotta
in your mouth. I'm sorry.
Calm down.
Speech.
You know, I'm not gonna be the guy who's going to be like fucking after your ass in speech. Apparently Zevran's gonna do that for me.
Oh God. No.
I have a really weird laugh.
He's Mexican. What do you want from him, man? He does have a weird laugh.
I'm not Mexican.
Da 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 da. And Toledo, blah blah blah.
Oh my god. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today, starting off, is Lionhead Studio.
Yay, Lionhead Studios.
So
they are most famously known for the Fable series, which is pretty much the only thing they've ever put out.
Sadly enough.
Pretty much.
What I really wanted to do, I was actually looking forward, honestly, to Fable Legends. It looked interesting.
I was looking forward to being the bad guy and just like fucking everybody's day up.
Right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't know this until Zevran told me. Apparently, the Lionhead Studio went bankrupt and into the ground.
Well, they didn't get bankrupt. Microsoft basically shut them down. Jesus Christ, more of these fucking things.
So, Zevran, you can take that away.
So, according to my sources, which aren't very reliable, but reliable enough, Lionhead Studios got shut down the other day due to lack of progress or lack of interest in Fable Legends, which is the only IP they were currently working on. Lionhead Studios has been one of my favorites for, years now, but that's mostly because of the nostalgia for Fable 1. Of course, we have people out there who are really big fans of Fable 2, Fable 3. Personally, I like them both equally. As in, they're both kind of shitty.
I was about to say.
There are fans out there of both. Well, because Lionhead Studios is kind of like a one-trick pony, they only have so much to work with. And since Fable Legends, more or less, it's been hyped up a little bit, but it hasn't seen as much limelight, I guess, as you would say, as other titles. It's kind of fallen into the background, and it's kind of sad to say that it was going to be a free-to-play title. Typically, companies don't go free-to-play unless they start off with that particular, mindset going in with their IPs, or they've had a really long string of bad luck with their titles in the past, which Fable Heroes, I think it's what it was called.
Yeah, there was the one with dolls instead of people.
It was really fucking weird though.
It didn't sell. It didn't sell as much as the other games.
Which was fucking horrific. I bought that because I thought, oh, it can't be that bad. And it was basically a rail shooter. And you had a pet hob, and that was about the most interesting thing about that.
But I don't know. Lion's Head, to be honest, it was notable for the Fable series, and to me, that was really about it. But
oh yeah, I don't think they've made much else.
Like what I want to see, I don't know who made the Reckoning game. I don't remember.
I would actually admit Fable 1 was actually really good. Fable 2, it was moderate, decently good.
I enjoyed Fable 2, but I didn't enjoy the end battle, where it was just a quick time event.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, it was a good game. I enjoyed going up to I enjoyed going up to when you do the test to eat the chicks, and they think it's gross because you actually do it. And you're like, you think this is bad? I sacrificed people in Fable 1. Like a lot of people, like 35 of them, just to get the bow of Scorm's
Like,
bow.
you people have no idea how many people I killed for this.
Yeah, dude. Like, I think at midnight, and you had to have a bunch of carrots and fish moon things, but you had to, like, at midnight to like 3 a.m., you had to sacrifice like 30-something people. I sacrificed children, motherfucker. There wasn't anything better than that. You monster!
Sacrifice children?
There was a glitch where you couldn't do it. Yes, you could sacrifice children. If you didn't use the glitch, it was relatively impossible.
I was about to say, like, the only game in the past 20 years that I know of that you could kill children was that stupid-ass indie game, Hatred.
Oh, God.
We have to boycott this. We can't let something like this out for kids to play.
And the sad thing is it already existed, though.
Everybody was making such a big deal out of it, when in reality, it bombed. It was just like one of those cheesy top-down shooters.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
But, I mean, it's not just that. I mean, people bitched about it, but I mean, there's more violence in, honestly, GTA, where you could just go on a mass killing spree and shoot people with tanks and shit. This is about the same fucking thing, in my opinion. I mean,
well, GTA has always been one of those titles that was. It started off being about mass chaos, about pretty much doing whatever you want.
yeah.
And when it went to 3D, it really solidified what it meant to be a sandbox, free roam, chaotic
Oh, yeah.
clusterfuck, I guess is what you would call it. And that's why everybody loved it. But, you know, with games like that, you expect something like that, because Rockstar are, well, they're kind of rock stars in the gaming industry. They've come out with so many amazing titles over the years, many of them becoming cult classics, like Bully and Red Dead Redemption, and that's not even counting many of the GTA titles.
Yeah.
So apparently Lionhead is actually out of the company or something?
I think it's temporarily shut down. I mean, I really don't believe that it's just going to end.
Well, right now, everyone who was working at Lionhead, according to my sources, and like I said, the most reliable sources, but reliable enough, they're more or less out of jobs. Like Microsoft has been kind of refocusing refocusing the manpower that is there into other places. But for the most part, Lionhead Studios is done for. Like, they're not going to be developing anything anytime soon. Fable Legends is officially canceled and or on hold. It's kind of sad though, because like they're one of the old ones. They're one of the Peter fucking Molyneux. He is the reason everything.
Oh yeah. Well,
say that.
I was saying that. Like, honestly, to me, my opinion of Fable is like after the first Fable, what I've know is that I had a friend named Moogleface a long time ago who kept up with the, Lionhead, Fable, and shit like that. And there was he was not the original guy. There was an original guy who made Fable 1. The reason why Fable 1 is still, to me, the best. Because he angled it to not kids. He angled it to teens and adults, plus, I guess, somewhat towards kids. But a lot of the humor in that game was very adult.
Oh, absolutely.
And Microsoft was okay with it, and it was a good fucking game. I think the bosses were probably the hardest in Fable, Fable 1, to be honest. And the thing is, it was a very challenging game, and I think the challenging went down after Peter Molyneux took over, because the guy left. He was like, I don't want to make a game in which, it's PG. It shouldn't be that way. And I wholly agree. I mean, you shouldn't have it like that. So he left, and after that, Peter Molyneux took over, and honestly, I think Fable went to the ground.
Because it was meant for kids, because how cartoonish it was.
And if no one believes me, Fable Heroes. Like I said, it's the one with fucking dolls. And it was bad. But yeah, I mean, moving on. I mean, it's sad, but I hope they reboot it. Like, yeah, obviously, Lionhead Studios can be rebooted. It's not like, a whole game company that's...
No, they are absolutely shut down. It's
Oh,
not
Jesus.
like rebooting a game where, you wait a few years. That company is gone. It's gone for good. They might start up another company.
They might actually be still alive. It's just that it's probably got to start something small, though.
You are not listening. They have been shut down.
well,
Oh,
If you do not
okay,
believe
no.
me, they have been shut down.
Well, anyways, but... Alright, so moving on.
Second topic.
Blizzard. So
Oh, Blizzard. Oh, you.
we were talking about this yesterday or a couple of days ago. I mean, I'm not surprised. They haven't changed anything forever. So,
Well, their
but
business strategy has always been, well, let's make these guys pay like $50 a year or like so many dollars a month to play one game.
yeah,
While the rest of the gaming industry, in terms of say like Microsoft and Sony, for example, have pretty much said, okay, well, you pay this amount a month or this amount a year, if you'd like, and you can basically play any game that you buy.
yeah.
Instead of just like forcing everybody to play the same game over and over again, just with different expansions.
And how many years was that now? Like, they
What,
did that?
since World of Warcraft? Forever?
Yeah.
Forever?
It's been almost 15 years, I think.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's been when we were in junior high.
Yeah, and then it's almost time that you had, like...
Well, no, they don't.
A lot of games have been involved, though.
So I did hear that they have another expansion for World of Warcraft, hoping to save it, and it's World of Warcraft Legions. Is what it's
not
called.
gonna happen.
Scorpion, you want to say anything?
Nah, man. I'm good.
Any comments about it, though?
Like, it's conversation, dude. You gotta talk.
We gotta talk.
You have to talk. It's non-negotiable.
If there's something on your mind, you might as well say something about, like, what you think about. That's what a conversation can be.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Blizzard was actually pretty good at the way that it is now, but...
Yeah, well, I don't really play World of Warcraft, but I don't know what Blizzard is thinking, though, with it. I don't know how to be able to pull back, but they are, I don't know if you guys have heard or not, but they are trying to make a World of Warcraft movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Warcraft. Honestly, that does look very interesting to my eye, because I've been waiting for a movie like that for the longest time.
Well, I mean, it's also not heard of. I mean, look at their trailers. They're pretty fucking good.
It's actually pretty good, though. You know, it does based on the story of World of Warcraft.
Which
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
big
point.
time.
So
Yeah.
I say it's not. I'll go watch it just to see what they made. I do know the thing with Blizzard is I know there isn't Overwatch Blizzard.
Yes. They looked at the trailers,
It's the latest IP from Blizzard.
and that's their last hope of, like,
I wouldn't say the
regaining
last,
that.
but they have a whole lot of stuff.
I don't know.
They had I know what did tank was the what was it, Blizzard Heroes or something, where it was like a versus battle, a 3-on-3, and that tanked pretty hard.
Wait,
Yeah, something like that.
wait.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was the one where like
what was it
Diablo, the Ghost, Nova.
God damn it! I forgot what it's called. I just had it on the top of my head.
Look it up, dude.
Hero Storm.
Yeah, there it is. And I mean, it didn't look bad. It looked pretty interesting.
Even though it's more like, fuck, what was it? League of Legends
Yeah, it did
type
feel
of thing.
like that.
Well, right now, from what I've seen of Overwatch, or what people are saying of it, it's supposed to be a more fast-paced version of TF2, which I think any more fast-paced than TF2 is kind of, a little much.
Yeah, and I don't know how it's gonna be. I hope
it seems like an interesting IP, so I'm really hoping that this particular intellectual property is going to save Blizzard, because as much as I don't care much for their business strategy, Blizzard is one of the old ones. They are one of the very few that have survived over the years, that kind of came out of the great gaming crash of '83 and basically took over, at least for the PC side of things. And they really are, other than Valve, the only PC-based company that is just...
still around. Yeah.
Yeah, they've just soldiered on.
Yeah.
Like, we're losing money, but we don't give a shit.
The only thing I like, that I do congratulate over Valve, though. Valve is still an amazing company. I just don't like that they don't expand upon shit. Like, everyone, this is an old topic, because everyone does want to see a new Half-Life. And that they apparently posted recently, or I think last year, that they were working on Half-Life 3, which, God, dude, if they do, if it's something to fuck with people, they shouldn't, but...
I don't want to see a new Half-Life 3, and hear me out here, guys, because I know this is basically blasphemy on the internet. I
That's
feel
about
like
right.
Half-Life 3 has more or less, I guarantee it's been in development.
Yeah.
I guarantee it has been in development, and it has probably changed over so many engines that it's kind of unreal. Get it? Unreal.
Ha!
Anyways, yeah, no, it's going to be a Duke Nukem Forever situation where the hype train is going so fast and caught so much momentum that no one's going to be able to, stop it. And when it finally crashes, it's going to be a gigantic pile of dog shit compared to what our expectations are.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to see a great IP like Half-Life do that. I would rather see them in a perpetual purgatory and people remember them fondly than see everyone, just kind of stop caring about it, like they did with the rest of the Duke Nukem series after Forever came out. And speaking of Duke Nukem Forever,
Oh God!
how big of a train wreck was that, guys?
Actually, dude, I thought Duke Nukem Forever. Anyone here played the original Duke Nukems or no?
I have played every Duke Nukem.
No.
I honestly thought it was a pretty decent game. The problem I had is that it wasn't that it was the game. It was more that it was the fans. Like, think about this. I'm not joking. Like, fucking Moogleface was like, dude, it's going to be better than Halo and Call of Duty combined. I'm like, really? Like, seriously. It's not. It's Duke Nukem. I mean, you're playing it. You're going to buy a game that essentially is just you making penis jokes and poo jokes. That's essentially what the game is.
What is that? Keep saying like balls of steel all the time?
Oh, yeah.
Balls of steel.
So, I mean, I wasn't surprised that it didn't do that good because you're right. It was the train of hype was way too large for it to even go after. So I mean,
it had just gained so much momentum in terms of physics. But,
Yeah.
Like it was just one of those things where expectations just outweighed the reality of the situation. Personally, I didn't like Duke Nukem Forever, and I wasn't really on that hype train. I was like, it's probably going to be garbage,
Yeah.
and it met my expectations.
I played a little bit of it. I'm not a big fan of Duke Nukem either. So
Don't mean to cut you guys off or change the subject, but the whole hype train thing is kind of like what happened with like Halo 4 and 5. Like Halo 3. Well, no, you guys always got on my ass whenever I interrupt you guys. So.
You are so cringy.
No, go ahead.
Halo 4 and 5. Like after Halo 3.
I'm so embarrassed for you. That's all I fucking hear out of you.
Well, I mean, I do agree with you, but I do think honestly nothing can beat 3. But 4 was a great game. I enjoyed the multiplayer. I enjoyed the campaign. Was probably to me beat 3 and 1. I thought the campaign made him look like an actual person and not just this emotionless machine that you're playing, which was fantastic. I enjoyed it. The problem I had with the game, or actually no, the problem was the Forge was god awful from Reach. And then you have the other problem you had, which was that 5 was just, to me, I based it off of the first game they decided to do, which was 4. People go, oh, well, it's their first game. No, 4 was their first game. And 4 was amazing. In all regards, good. And then 5 came out, and the campaign had a horrible cliffhanger. The guy they were going to replace Chief with pussed out after the first encounter with Chief, after he got his ass handed to him, was like, oh, please, no, Chief, don't hurt me. I'm gonna be with you. I know Cortana's crazy. I'm gonna help you. It's like, yeah, I could have told you that the first time.
Yeah, but
I think Halo, the only reason that it lasted as long as it did in terms of like relevancy is because of the all-powerful nostalgia button. And I'm gonna hit on this here and there during this conversation, but nostalgia is a powerful thing that can be a force for good, but it can also be a force for terrible, terrible evil and terrible, terrible games.
Yeah, it's just that it had like I said, the cliffhanger was bad. The multiplayer was bad. I mean,
yeah, but the whole hype train thing, that's why I brought up the whole Halo 5.
Yeah.
Because Halo 5 got so much hype that everyone was like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
But Halo 4 had the appropriate hype, though. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too little. It was really good, and it lived up to the players' expectations and more. But I do agree with you. Halo 5 had way too much hype. I mean, most people based it because you got to see the Arbiter, and that was cool. Except he just showed up in a cutscene, and that's about it. So, and the other thing they've already done that they did wrong was they released already the information about the next game. The next Halo 6 is going to be Chief dies. And then people are like, okay, Cortana needs to die with them because then that's an appropriate thing. And then they go, nope, the person playing Cortana is in another, in a 3-year contract. And the guy who plays Chief is not. And I'm like, you really? You're going to tell us that Chief is going to die and fail his mission?
Well, I'd hate to play devil's advocate here, and Bobby, you are so cringy. That devil's advocate here, Cortana is technically not alive. She is an AI. She is an emergent AI, which means she can feel emotion. But AI don't die. They basically last forever unless they hit a particularly bad patch of malware somewhere down the road. So, yeah, it's feasible. And besides, I think it's time to retire Spartan John 113 fucking numbers. I don't care.
Yeah.
Halo. Because I think that in terms of games, musicians, and television shows, I think it's better to burn out than fade away.
True.
Just for the sole fact that people will get so tired of you, and the series as a whole will just become this tired, washed out thing by the end of its run, and no one will have any respect for it for what it was.
But if Chief is going to die in 6, then he needs to go out in Blazer's glory, like in the epic battle.
Like in Reach?
Himself, like Gomer Pyle, or not Gomer Pyle, what's his name, Gomer Pyle? At Full Metal Jacket?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. He needs to go out like that. The shit he's been through, he needs to just put a bullet to his head. Like, I'm gonna try to kill Cortana too. Speaking of which, if you play Halo 2 and you kill enough Marines, they eventually start firing back at you.
Yeah, but
It was like that one too.
If they will actually say, don't shoot him in the head, you'll kill Cortana.
another thing is though, you will the other thing about that is though, I thought it was funny how I got addicted to killing all the Marines in Halo 1 and 2 because they couldn't fight back that well and they just died anyways. But then you had in Halo 2, they would fight back a little bit more, but they really weren't a threat to you. Halo 3, the moment you shot at a fucking Marine too many times, they gangbanged you, like hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys ever
I think the
killed
limit was what, 3 Marines?
Yeah, 3, and then they just like fired rockets and stuff, and you were dead within seconds. So.
Yeah. If they had rockets. Otherwise, they would just, do their own thing.
Anyways, but I mean, the thing with, back to what we're saying, so the thing with Blizzard's a great company, I like it, but Blizzard for the longest time, and everyone in here would agree, they just had World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
On an unrelated side note, I am basically an Ewok. I am a short, muscular midget with a spear. I just wanted to put that out there. You can make some abominations as your character in this game, and I love it so much.
Okay, so you wanted to talk about Wildcard Studios or something?
Yes, Wildcard Studios, and there's a little debacle going on with them and the company that made Dungeon Defenders, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. Shut up, Bobby. You're cringy.
He is a part of this. Stop it!
He is a part of this. He is the comic relief. But, no. So, basically, the guy that started Wildcard Studios, which is the current company that is developing Ark Survival Evolved. If you've never played it, I highly recommend it. It's still in beta, but it's in late beta, and they should be releasing the full game pretty soon. So, with that being said, the current debacle going on is all about a non-compete clause, or agreement rather, that the CEO of Wildcard Entertainment had signed before he left the Dungeon Defenders crew, basically saying that you're not to compete with anything that we're doing, which is more or less, they are a company that specializes in tower defense games. Also, in that clause, it states that he is not allowed to hire anybody who used to work for their company within 9 months of their termination. So, obviously, he started making a new game, which they started getting pissed about, and then people started going to work for him. Now, there is, however, kind of a rumor going around that he treated his employees like shit, which may discredit the employees going to work for him, but that could also be the Dungeon Defenders crew. We'll see how that. Right now, they're currently in a legal battle trying to figure out, or basically trying to get him to stop development on Ark, and trying to get most of his employees fired, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just more fucking bureaucratic bullshit from the gaming side of the industry. And
kind of like, you didn't do this, so we're going to fuck you over.
Basically, like, it was more or less from what I've been seeing of it. What I've been seeing of it was basically you're making a game that is far more popular than anything you've ever developed under us, and now we're fucking butthurt. and that's what I'm saying. I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong, and I hold my right to change my opinion on the subject as more information comes to light. But at this current juncture, that is my opinion on the whole situation. I would love to know what you guys think about the whole thing.
Ark, honestly, after I played the beta, the game preview before the thing, the trial, and it actually is a really good game. Like, it reminds me.
That was early beta too.
Yeah. So, I mean, I actually enjoyed playing it, so I will definitely get it. I would just hate to get it and then find out that it's going to get shut down because,
Well, I don't think it's going to get shut down. Basically, right now, Microsoft is backing it, which means that they're more or less keeping the servers up. So, right now, what the worst thing that would happen, in my opinion, would be that... Okay, so worst case scenario, the game wouldn't get finished, but it would stay as it is. And as it is, it's not a bad game.
Yeah.
I would recommend a couple of tweaks here and there to it, but beyond that, it's not too bad. And in all honesty, all they would have to do is sell the rights to the game to Microsoft themselves. Microsoft can take what they've worked on, pay the people that did their that have royalties for it. That way they can pay the employees for the work done, and then Microsoft can more or less manage the whole thing. And that would be a win-win for everybody because everybody gets paid. Microsoft more so in the long run, but
Yeah. Another case scenario is if they do go down, Microsoft could easily just buy it out and continue where they left off. And yeah.
That's exactly what I just said.
Oh, sorry.
Whoops.
I just said it simpler way. I'm so sorry.
You just pulled an Austin and did not pay attention.
Well, true. God, is
He
this...
sent me another message. Seriously, guys, what are you guys doing?
Send him a message back saying we're making a goddamn video that you should have been fucking a part of, but you decided not to be a part of it.
So meh.
Hey, we're in the middle of recording. We're also talking about
Mention guns.
guns.
Guns and laws.
Anyways, so that's I guess Blizzard and Wildcard. I know we touched on movies because that was like fucking Blizzard and they were making a movie, which I still say I'm pretty happy for. I really want to go see that because I don't doubt what they can do anymore. I mean, look at the Warlords of Draenor trailer. It looks pretty fucking amazing. I would go buy tickets. I will say it's probably, but how many fans of World of Warcraft? It's probably going to be sold out for the first 5 or 6 weeks if you don't fucking hurry. So
Yeah. Well, for me, I just love the fantasy stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm a big fucking fan.
So, besides all of that, I will say what I need, what the movies that have come out that I will suggest that no one goes and sees would definitely has to be, God, what is it? Superman versus Batman.
Oh my god.
It's bad. Like
how bad is it?
Oh god. Well, Wonder Woman the main people everyone wanted to see was people of the Justice League. Apparently, Wonder Woman shows up for 5 minutes and off screen.
Well,
That's kind of bullshit that they do that like that.
Oh yeah, well,
They show like a.
that's because everyone shows up at the very end.
okay, so I have no idea what we've been talking about because my phone decided to shut off by itself and reset itself.
Oh.
Well, we were talking about Batman versus Superman.
I really want to bitch about Doomsday because fuck that shit.
Wait, they have.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm going off what I heard, so I haven't seen it. I know almost 80% of my friends says it's a god-awful movie.
Spoiler alert, by the way. Doomsday is actually General Zod, who died and got injected with some weird alien.
What the fuck?
Wait,
Exactly.
what?
That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah. Well, apparently Superman snapped his neck in the last Man of Steel.
Oh no, I know that. I've seen that.
Which, by the way, is fucking taboo because Superman doesn't kill people unless it's Doomsday.
Yeah, because
Which
Doomsday.
Which I guess that kind of, I don't know, that's like a fucking retcon type thing, Where it's like, oh, well, he only kills Doomsday because that's the only way to stop him. But, he technically did kill Doomsday and blah, blah, blah. They're trying to rewrite everything, and I'm not enjoying that at all.
No.
It's like, what the fuck, DC? What are you trying to do?
Well, DC wants to make their shit kind of like Marvel, but they can't. Most of DC heroes don't kill. Most.
That is bullshit because Batman kills people on the fucking daily.
I know because of, honestly, I do believe that at least because, think about how many broken bones and internal bleeding he causes, really. I don't believe Gotham ever has...
Anything in the very first comic with Robin, he tells Robin that, no, we do not kill people with weapons. With weapons. This motherfucker...
So use his staff that doesn't kill people, that yet cause internal bleeding.
This motherfucker drops people off of buildings,
Yeah.
beats the hell out of them, constant concussions and broken bones and all this other shit. And, oh man, it's terrible.
But,
Fuck that. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
Or like, fuck anybody who thinks Batman isn't a fucking killer, because he is absolutely a killer.
Like I said, he's probably the only debatable. A lot of people will say he doesn't kill, he just hurts people. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm not going to debate that. He could kill people, honestly, with how many broken bones he puts inside of people.
Yes, because he breaks the bones and puts them inside. Great English, Jeff.
Fuck yeah!
That's metal as hell.
That sounds actually pretty fucking badass. He like rips their bones out, breaks them, then puts them back in. But no,
What is he, a fucking
it
surgeon
is
now?
a bad movie. I would personally, because I'm a big movie fan, and I mean, I will personally say don't go watch it. It does suck.
I'd rather see it on Netflix or something.
I would honestly spend $1 probably to go on Redbox and see it.
I wouldn't spend a goddamn penny to go see that.
Other than that, we were going to talk about actual news and shit and how people view shit.
But this is just a conversation video. We can say whatever the fuck we want.
Well, we can't say whatever the fuck we want.
I mean, I can get incredibly racist. If
Yeah, we don't do that on no.
No, Zarin. No. Bad Zarin.
Okay, just to clarify, I'm not actually racist. Even though I'm racist. I literally hate everyone equally. Well, not so much equally. I hate these guys just slightly less.
Oh my god.
That's why I hang around with them.
We love you too.
Fuck you, buddy. But, yeah, so in terms of world news, I might actually have a few headlines here for us. So give me just a minute to pull those up. And by the way, if you guys don't get on Reddit, it's a great site.
Oh,
So, world news. Heavy fighting has broken out between Armenian and Azerbaijanani forces
Jabawada?
Sounds amazing.
along the front lines of the disputed Nagorno-Karabakh region.
Are we really talking about this? Like,
No, not really.
it's Africa! There's wars all the time!
We could also talk about Russia accuses Turkey of smuggling weapons to ISIS.
Well, we can talk about that later on in another video.
Yeah, we're going to
because,
talk. I wanted to bring up
We're
how
at the actual
people...
point we had to cut it off because it's been long and we can cut that to a different video, even though we can do it right after this anyways. So, what's the other list that we did list?
Oh, we talked about everything on that list, dude.
Oh, might as well, right? Go. Oh.
We were going to talk about how people view cops and other stuff, but...
Oh God! We should
that
not.
would be
We should not Austin into this.
Oh no, that's
Guys.
Alex, you know what you can do?
What?
You really want to know what you can do?
What?
You take a sugar frosted fuck.
Okay, well...
But anyways,
And what is wrong with you?
But no, so a lot of people want to see... just touching on a few things before we end this, because
oh, another thing that I'd rather see the animated version instead of the live version, because apparently the last time I saw was the Justice League versus Teen Titans.
that was actually pretty good.
That was actually pretty good. I gotta admit though, it was really good.
Yeah, I noticed. Have y'all noticed that they used to have like... Do y'all remember back in the day when they had what was that called? The Return of the Joker.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond.
Yeah, Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker in theaters. Like they used to do DC Comics in theaters, which sold. But they're trying to make these live action films that aren't really working, which doesn't make really any sense. I mean, people want to see the comics. I want to see, honestly, it'd be interesting to make a live action Batman with the new son, like the son of Batman.
Oh, yeah.
It would be interesting. But
Well, here's the thing, though, and this is what you're not taking into account, because I see where you're coming from. I absolutely do, and I agree with you 100%. But looking at this from, a business standpoint, the reason that these comic book companies are selling the rights, selling the rights to their comic books and making these live action things that don't exactly fit in with the rest of the universe isn't because they just want to remake the comic books. It's because they want to make money.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, obviously, yeah. Everyone wants money.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Television is mainly watched by bad housewives, young kids, and grown men who come home from work and are like, okay, I'm just going to drink a beer and watch TV. Like that's kind of the demographic we're going here. But that's the way it used to be. Now it's getting more that the age of the nerd has come, and nerds and nerdy-ish stuff are more popular. But a lot of people don't understand it, even though they want to. So it's easier for them just to rewrite everything in a more understandable tone in a more understandable tone, and just getting it to where the average person. I forgot what I was saying. Sorry, massacring dodos.
So, ending this video, I'm going to pose something. Do y'all think, this is something I've thought about for a while, do y'all think DC should group up with Marvel?
I think that would be a terrible idea because those two fandoms coming together would cause nothing but chaos.
So you're saying it'd be the equivalent of putting Star Trek fans in the same boat as Star Wars fans?
Exactly.
Okay, then I can see that.
Although I would fucking pay hundreds of dollars to see a Star Wars Star Trek crossover.
Just to see who will win.
Not for the content, just to see where the fans go with that shit.
Okay, well, anyways, guys, we gotta cut this conversation short, and
Not short.
It's already been too long. But
Really? Remember, our videos, conversations are an hour long each.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. Okay, well,
Anyway, so
we gotta make another topic in the next video, but hopefully you guys are actually
it's gonna be more political topics, motherfucker.
political. We don't want to have arguments. I really don't. I'm not the type of person that have arguments.
Okay,
The
anyways.
worst thing we get is me telling people to shut the fuck up. That's kind of to be expected. I'm an asshole.
But anyways, guys, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, press that like button. If you want to see more of us playing games and actually hear.
Subscribe, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
If you want to see more of me, Zebra and Blackwing, let it be known in the comments.
Oh yeah, you want to hear that sexy voice of his?
Well, I mean, also, I enjoy having, I'm not joking, top people we would want in conversation videos. We want people who know what the fuck they're talking about. So it'd be me, you, Zebrin, and
Me and Jeff are the most charismatic people in
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry that I'm not more charismatic.
Hey, God, if we ever decide to talk about guns, we know who the fuck to bring in here.
Hey, if you want to have arguments, all right. We might as well I'll put a warning sign just in case.
Anyways,
guys.
Trigger warning.
Well, we are probably gonna do a trigger warning at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
There's that whole fucking thing too, eventually though. Because I have some opinions on it.
Anyways, so you guys have a nice apocalyptic day, and we'll see you guys in the next video.